Good afternoon, folks, and welcome again to Vinyl Reveals. And this is episode number 27. Smiley, happy faces all round, because the sun has finally made an appearance this year, should we say. Anyway, so I hope you're all well, you're keeping well, and some of you might be going to a few gigs, which is all good. So gigs are starting back up again, which is all great stuff. But anyway, episode 27, quick spin. Now, I've entitled that myself because I try and fast forward some of these episodes a bit. So some of them might be a bit quicker than other, and we're going to be titled quick spin. You're just going to get on with it, get it done in like 20 minutes. Nice little short sections, not very too fancy, just all about the music, of course. But a quick shout out to Stu, I believe it is, at 5TU_J. And last episode I mentioned taking the stickers off the front of albums when they're cling film wrapped, cutting those out and keeping them. So that's what I've started doing. So I said I'd give him a shout out. Stu, well done, at 5TU_J. Good guy there on Twitter. Follow Stu. And that intro was a song called Down Her Cheek, a Pearly Tear. Interesting title. And that's by a band called The Drin, D-R-I-N. Great band. And that's from an album, Engines Sing for the Pale Moon. And they are sort of connected to the reveal today. But the reveal isn't their album. Their album wasn't on vinyl, so I can't reveal it. There you go. They've got a stablemate, another band called Crime of Passing. Worth checking out. The Drin, Crime of Passing. I've tweeted enough about these bands the last 2 or 3 weeks, so why aren't you onto it already? Anyway, let's get on with it. Episode 27. Right, without further ado, I've not looked at this and I'm going to be funny drawings. Let's get into it. Without further ado, will do. I've only kind of just peeked. I don't think it's in there. So here we go. Today's vinyl reveal. Speed it up. Vinyl reveal is how do we got this? The Sounds of Serfdom by the Serfs. Okay, let's just check there's nothing lurking in there. Okay, and as I say, the Serfs and the Dream and Crime of Passing all on the same label. Future Shock, out of Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. Cincinnati, famous for wasn't Jerry Springer once the mayor of Cincinnati? Which is pretty cool. Jerry, and all that. And days when I used to watch TV. No, I don't. I listen to music instead, which is a lot better. Anyway, let's get it out of here, see what's going on. Okay, some bits and bobs going on here. What's this? Well, that's my little download code on a strip of paper. And they've got the treaty, which is the record company, so to speak, who release these are in Germany. So the treaty are taking care of most of Future Shock's releases from Germany. So you've got USA, Germany, and now we're here in good old England. Because I'm listening to it. I'm not sure how many other people know about them. I don't seem to be on Twitter much, these bands, and I have tried, but I think they might be on Instagram and stuff. But check them out, they're on Bandcamp. All these bands, Future Shock, take that out, the treaty. But that's another thing to go on with. Record box. Anyway, let's get on with it. We're in the Serfs, Sounds of Serfdom now. This is interesting. Because it's not a, here's the cover. It's not an actual proper cover. So let's just put that there. I didn't even know this. Very complete curveball. So we've got this light blue, and we've got this kind of, what do you call that, sort of bit matte illustration. Some kind of, I don't know, sort of naked woman there with her feet in a box with a funny hat on. Is that a serf? Some strange things going on there, illustration wise. It's all cool. Like medieval. That medieval woodcut feel about it too. I like it. Very interesting. And a lot of Future Shocks albums and output. They've got the same kind of style, so I assume it's the same guy doing all the same illustration. Really sure maybe find out. Maybe, probably not. And then, yeah, it's just a sheet of card and it's just folded over there. Okay, interesting. Photo there of the band. I don't know who's in the band. It probably doesn't say. I was hoping it was going to say so. Never mind. Find out yourself. It's a bit strange there. Like somebody's holding a head. But yeah, so let's go through the tracks. Okay, side one, A side, Vanishing Act, followed by Beauty Contest, followed by Ringing the Changes, followed by Perverted Disco, followed by Light Blues. B side, we've got Baroque, or Baroque, as they sing it, Caged and Bound, Mind, Parasite. Number 9 is Dart Through the Shadows. Number 10, Persona Non Grata. And finishing, rounded off by Imitation. The Treaty, again, their logo. Record company. And this is DR014. Sounds of Serfdom. So there you go. It's very interesting. First time I've ever had a cover like that. That's definitely keeping the cost down, which is cool. All about music. I like that anyway. Cool. Let's pop that there. Let's get the record. Nice. There's a chamfered corner black, plain black sleeve. Okay. Okay, we've got plain black. Sounds of Serfdom there with a fish. And the eye is right through the centre hole. Cool. Don't match up. And the same on that side. A side, B side. All very simple. Nice. I like it. Illustration style. Carried over. Let's have a quick look at this. See if there's anything. Could be something interesting to run off. You never know. The light's playing havoc today. What does that say? Might help if I've got my glasses. What is that? It's been a while. Yes, there is something here. Let's have a quick look. Let's try and get this deciphered. God, let's see it. The Serfs, DR014. The Treaty Records. Catalogue number over there. So no weird and mysterious saying, but it is actually etched in. Yeah, BBB this side, the Serfs, the R014 Treaty Records from Germany, as I said. Nice, pretty cool. I like that. Weight of vinyl. Nothing crazy. Let's go 140 as a guess. 147. All good. Decent weight. Nice and simple. Well done. The Serfs. The Sound of Serfdom. Now, I think it had sold out on Bandcamp, but then I think I found it on. I think the Treaty had it, so I think that's where I ordered it from, in Germany. But yeah, that's interesting. That I like that. Nice. It's got a dart on there as well. Dart heading towards the fish. It's cool. Be a bit careful when handling this, obviously. I don't want to damage it. It's going to be an interesting one to have to try and keep. But there is a plastic sleeve, which is fair enough. Let's pop that on there. Right, it's gone, Vic. talk to you about these guys. So they're called the Serfs. They're from Cincinnati, Ohio. As I said, the actual record company is producing the records and the tapes, a lot of tapes for these for Future Shock. Future Shock are the kind of the people in Cincinnati who got these bands on their books. Sounds of Serfdom, and it was released on January the 10th, 2020, just before obviously lockdown hit. So I don't know if the band were going to tour and sort of you'd have heard a bit more about them, but of course the whole world shut down. It's been very difficult. But I came across these guys somewhere, I don't know, I think it was through the Drin, and they're on Future Shock, so I just started having a look at Future Shock, which is good, fair enough. Some obscure bands. I like looking at obscure bands, seeing what's out there, seeing what's hidden, and I like what Future Shock are doing. Got some really good bands on the books. The sound, it's like Tubeway Army meets The Cure. That's what I've put. That kind of seems to, it's quite doomy. A lot of synth in there. Some really good guitar work, especially the bass. I thought the bass on this was really good. Some interesting stuff. Joy Division style, hooky bass in this. Bit Working Men's Club as well. Some of the songs are a little bit. Obviously, some are a little bit like The Cure, some bit of Joy Division in there, bit of New Order, stuff like this. It's industrial. It's quite sci-fi as well. Some really interesting, kind of riveting sort of sounds going on, really. Some nice structure as well. There's nothing too overly crazy. It's just nicely structured, and there's got some melody in there as well. There's nothing too crazy to get your head around. Don't be scared by this. But there's some bells. There's bells and whistles in there. There's hand claps. There's cute computer game sounds, as I've said, kind of hark back to the 80s, I thought. Short and sharp, none of the songs sort of go on, it's kind of well structured, it's moody, it's subtle as well, and there's some really nice new found sounds in there. Really interesting stuff. The structure's pleasing, yeah, really good. It's got starts, middles and ends to it. I thought it was well structured, all the songs were well structured, and I think there's really a bad song on the album. They all kind of hold their own ground together, and none of it sounds too samey. I thought it was good. Lyrics are good, quite dark, but they're a little bit back in the mix. Obviously this has been recorded on quite a small budget, so don't expect anything too crazy production wise. But having said that, I thought the synth came across really well, and the bass. I thought the mix of the instruments was really good, really cool. Lyrics a bit Marquis Smith a little bit in places, I thought, just sort of like quite deadpan but eerie. Quite haunting lyrics. Intelligent, I thought I've put, but it's just like an intelligent album. Feels like it's been well put together and well thought over. And I've just picked out a few songs quickly, some just bits and bobs. Light Blues, the song Light Blues. It's got like this liquid synth in it. I thought it was really interesting, and it's like an engaging sound. There's always something in there. I thought in each song, I thought there was something you could think, oh yeah, I like that. It's like piques your interest. I thought, yeah, they've got something different going on. A song there called Baroque. Baroque, as he sings it, a cathedral type feel to it at the start, and the choiry type feel to it. And it's got this dirty Peter Hooky bass line in it, really dirty and grimy. I thought it was really good, really outstanding in this track. Really could have picked that out. Chunters along this one as well, really nice. And it goes Baroque, just the way he sings it. And there's a really sudden end to this song, just like ends like, they run out of tape or something. But it just ends. I'm sure that's not the proper end of the song, but could be. Keep you guessing. Another song, Caged and Bound, really good one. Joy Division-esque, this. Some nice lyrics. I broke away, I ran through the darkness. Some of it's quite difficult to hear what he was singing, to be honest. Another line in it, it was magic what I saw in a clouded era. That was nice. And 145 kicks in a great guitar layer in there, just kicks in, keeps everything interesting. Just when you think, okay, something else happens, and it excites you and brings you in, and it's really good one. Angry, high pitched. There's some really high pitched in there. It's got on the edge of knocking you off the off the fence if you're on it. That might just knock you either way. But Rumbling as well. It said, yeah, Dark Through the Shadows was sung, and at 1:13 in that. It's just like a moment of euphoria. Another lovely structure to it. It pounds in, and I thought that was really good. 1:13, check that out, and it happens again later. So some nice structuring in it. I Dart Through the Shadows is a lyric within it, and that's what it's called, Dart Through the Shadows. And there's another song, final one I picked out, Persona Non Grata. It's just an awesome start. It reminds me of the Clangers for some reason. It reminds me of kids' TV theme from the 80s, early 80s, probably late 70s maybe. Just something about that really throws you back in time. I thought it was really good. An intriguing song. Some tinkling bells in there, really nice as well, tinkling bells. So there's a lot going on with the synth. They've got some really interesting sounds coming on. And then when the guitar is in there, there's like loads of moments of guitar, but when it comes in, it's really good and really nice, quite subtle. And the bass, really, when that bass kicks in, you know it kicks in. Really exciting stuff. I thought it was really different. And the Drin as well, that other band, a similar thing going on there. They're more guitar based. But the Serfs, yeah, they've really piqued my interest, and I recommend you check them out. It just feels right. Everything kind of feels right about this album, I thought. There's kind of a little bit of a clash of styles in it, which, you know, just piques the interest and keeps me coming back for more. So I'm quite interested to see where they go from here, to be honest. And I hope they carry on making music, because you think, you know, in this time there's probably not a lot of music kicking around. Are they going to get the attention they need? I think they should get on Twitter and sort of, you know, I'll do my best to get these bands out there. But the Serfs, the Dream, Crime of Passing, all really good bands, worth checking out. So check them out. Got the record. So that's it. Short and sweet. Told you to be short and sweet. So I hope I haven't ruined you down. If, you know, got me 40 minutes here to watch episode 27 of Final Reveals, and it's all over in like 20 minutes. So, but anyway, I've done what I need to do. I've revealed a great record by the Serfs, Sounds of Serfdom. So check it out. An interesting cover, so to speak. So I'm going to pop it on a little bit. Is it going to stand up? Probably not. Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you again for Vinyl Reels episode number 28, coming to you very soon. Side A, let's go for it. Sounds of Serfdom. On side A, track 1, we've got Vanishing Act, another great tune. Great tunes throughout this. See you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your summer.